I basically just want to say that I really enjoy the show. My mother watches it all the time, so she calls me in L.A. and just talks about the show. And so we watched it last Saturday when they had all the people getting shot in the massacre. And I just think that it's really positive, and I think anything that can get to the kids, and you got to get to the kids on a real serious level, and I think the show accomplishes that. So from my point of view as a writer, director, artist, it's great to see that. And the actors are great. The writing is honest and real. And I think to really be effective and get to the kids, you got to say real things and things that they can identify with, rather than, I think sometimes television is too sweet, too, surfy. It doesn't tell you the truth. And I think to really make a difference, you got to tell the truth. And it's great that at the core of it is a positive religious message. And I think that's important as well, because there's so much negative stuff, there's not enough positive stuff. So this is something that's really needed.
So you watched the show Saturday night, you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it a lot. So I was excited meeting the actors, so I took pictures and, got their autographs as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I think that it's really positive, but I don't want to talk too much longer because all these people are waiting over here and they're looking angry at me.
Okay, for all those people out there that don't know you.
Oh, this is Robert Townsend. So I just want to say, give me the mic, get out of here. I just want to say, watch Awakenings. This is Robert Townsend. I'm giving you a plug. It's a great show. Tune in, watch it all the time.
A Chicago minister has taken his fight against crime and violence out of the pulpit and into the home. He's using a popular medium to deliver his message, as CNN's Jeff Flock reports.
Drive-by shootings, back alley abortions, incest.
Just relax and let Uncle Bobby love you, okay?
Rape.
You weren't there. I was there, Marquita, while he was raping me.
It is a real-life soap opera, and now a soap opera of real life in the inner city.
Stand by.
Stand by.
And it is produced by a Chicago church.
If you live in the inner cities of America are violent. And I don't believe that we're ever going to solve a problem by pretending that it's not there.
Instead of trying to ban sex and violence from the airwaves, this church shows all of the problems and some solutions.
Come and go with me right now. Let's go to church.
Sometimes a heavy-handed religious message. This gang member rejects God and winds up dead.
I don't think you're gonna make it. Hasta luego, niño.
But to the people who watch, mainly young people dealing with all of this in real life, something seems to be getting through.
Watching it is changing my life, making me more afraid of doing it. Getting shot and risky, going to jail and stuff.
It tells you why do you want to get into a Christian life and why you don't want to be on the streets.
I don't need you. I don't need God. I don't need nobody right now.
I couldn't believe how many people watch the program and really relate to it. I mean, it's a lot of kids out there watching The Awakening.
The actors, by the way, are all church members, most with no acting experience. The producer is the pastor. Acting experience is second to the real-life kind. Seen now in Atlanta, New York, L.A., and Chicago, it is violent, explicit, graphic. It is real life.
They would say, oh, you're too violent, or, oh, I can't believe you showed it on TV. But if somebody doesn't take the initiative and do this, you can't just hide it and put it under a rug and pretend like it doesn't happen. It happens.
It happens, and they are confronting it with honesty and hope.
I'm coming here to get my boy and to let you punks know that we're taking our communities back.
I'm Jeff Flock, CNN, in Chicago.
Finally tonight, in this week where crime has been so dominant, a look at one small effort to reduce it. A Chicago church has gone into the TV business, producing a program it hopes will save lives and maybe souls. No sermons involved, at least not the conventional kind, just a harsh look at life on Chicago's violent streets. In Chicago, ABC's Al Dale.
I want the dog now! Out of it!
Saturday night in Chicago. The gunfire and the violence are not real, but they reflect real life and death in the inner city.
My objective is to duplicate what's out in the streets. Now, some may say that it's violent, but my God, look at the statistics in the inner cities.
The Reverend Clifford Turner decided to use television drama, gritty and realistic, to reach young people in his church and community and steer them away from crime and violence. The result is a homemade soap opera produced by Reverend Turner's Southside Chicago Church. It airs on Saturday nights on a small local TV channel.
2, 1, action.
Yeah, man, you know.
All of the actors, the cameraman, and the director are church members, and the neighborhood is the set.
Yo, man, check this out, man. I'm gonna do some of this religion. Yo, baby, what's up? What's up? What's up, Marquita? What's happening with you, girl? You still going to church, baby?
Look, Sherlock.
Religious messages are an underlying theme, but they are presented casually, not in a heavy-handed way.
It's not like we're standing there, you gotta do right, stuff like that. You kind of mix it in with the acting, kind of, you know, sneak it in there.
God! What's God gonna do for you, huh? What's God gonna do for you?
But it is a morality play where the bad guys always get what's coming to them. Some cast members, like Larry Perez, who plays a ruthless drug dealer, draw from personal experiences.
It's simple. I give you dope, you bring me money.
I'm an ex-gang member, ex-drug dealer myself. The character that I portray is pretty much the character I used to be before I gave my life to Christ.
The combination of high-powered drama and low-key moralizing has worked. A national rating service says the show attracts as many Chicago viewers on Saturday night as Arsenio Hall does.
I get lessons from it. I know what to do and what not to do.
It cost the church about $3,000 an episode to produce the show and another $2,500 to buy the broadcast time. Money well spent, church members say, if young people buy its message. Al Dale, ABC News, Chicago.
That's our report for tonight. I'm Aaron Brown in Washington. For all of us here at ABC News, good night.